For the latest top tips, reviews and advice, please subscribe below.
Hello and welcome to Attwoolls Outdoors with me, Mike. Today I'm giving you a bit of a video review on a new product from Isabella. So with me here today I've got the Isabella Wind Front. So the Wind Front essentially is a front panel that's designed to go onto a wind-out awning. It can go onto pretty much any wind-out awning, be it like a Thule, Awnings store, a Fiamma. As long as you've got a groove on the front side, which pretty much all of them tend to do, it's a good option to actually enclose or certainly screen off a little bit of the actual canopy itself. It's designed really to be something that's good quality, so very easily used, and more importantly, you can twin it up with the wind side. So if you wanted to kind of create a bit more of a closure, and you've got a lot of flexibility into it too. What we've got is actually Isabella's kind of isocurl fabric, so it's 190-gram polyester material, which is double coated as well, so it's nice and waterproof. Beautiful clear PVC window as well, so you obviously get a bit more vision, and you haven't get that obscured point. Pegs directly down, and it's going to be any easier to install. All you're really going to do is just slide it into basically there's a channel on the inside of the awning itself, so you can just unravel it, feed it directly in, position it where you want to. So obviously you can take it across if you want to and have it centralized. This does come in two sizes, so you've got a 120 or a 220. This one's the 120, and like I said, it doesn't have to be the whole way across the awning itself. You have also got tabs, so if you wanted to, you can not necessarily have to remove it each time from your rail, but you can just kind of roll it up. So you can just kind of roll it directly up. There's little tabs you can, I think, get additionally, and it'll just kind of stay up and out of the way, like so. So again, it just sort of sits in there. So if the weather does change, like I say, you haven't got to obviously take it out every single time you don't want to. But failing that, what we'll do, when you want to potentially attach it, it can actually attach the leg. So there are Velcro straps located on the side, and these are designed that you can Velcro it around the leg, pull the fabric to the pole, and what you try and do is kind of create almost like an overlap with the additional wind side if you wanted to. So it's not going to be the same kind of seal that you could get with, say, like the Isabella Buddy. So you will have a little bit of a gap there. There are 1, 2, 3 points, obviously, to Velcro it against the leg, but it will give you a bit of protection. Along the bottom, we've got pegging points, and there's also a PVC sort of skirt as well. So you obviously peg that internally, and depending obviously the height of the actual leg itself, you have an adjustment on the pegging point, so you can actually make it sort of longer or shorter. So it's like kind of a base, like a belt buckle, where you can extend it out to drop that down, or of course tension it back again. You've got an elasticated pegging point as well, so that obviously pegs down nice and smartly. So you peg it down like so. Pegs do come supplied with it as standard, and the beading will fit most kind of wind outs. What you find is it's like a 4mm beading that fits into the most of the front of it. And you can, if you wanted to, have, you know, two 120s, or, you know, a 220 and a 120. So you can dictate how big or small it actually is onto the actual front of the canopy. The sides, we've done a separate video on those, so you can check out the Wind Side 250. That comes the left and right handed as well, so you can have one on the left, one on the right, and you have the versatility. For example, if you wanted a bit of a sheltered area, you can almost put that halfway, chuck one of those on top, and then you've got almost like your sheltered area, and then still like a roof section. So really nice and versatile, works really well. You've got the Isabella quality into it, so the way the fabric is dyed, you know, you don't get any sort of fading built in it, mainly because they sort of dye the yarn before it's woven into the material. We kind of use the analogy difference between, say, a carrot and a radish when you cut them in half. Your radish has a colour on the outside, white in the centre, so as the sunlight comes onto it, strips the outer coating away, and then literally means that it kind of looks a bit more washed out and faded, whereas Isabella you get the true kind of colour. So it's everything quality, the workmanship, everything that we know and love of Isabella, but a nice little option in terms of the fronts. Like I said, available in a 120 or a 220, and there's a range of mesh panels, which again, we've done a separate video on that if you really want to see. So I think it's a great little option, something really quite lightweight, and for less than probably, you know, £1,000, you can get yourself a complete enclosure. It doesn't cost a bank, but more importantly, the quality's there, and you've got the flexibility. It means you're just utilising your wind-up awning. I mean, I would say with the wide out itself, you still want some straps in there to kind of keep it robust. It's still going to be just a sheltered area. It's not going to be completely weather tight because you've obviously got a little bit of a gap there, but it's going to give you a decent amount of sheltered space and utilising the wide out you've already got potentially on the vehicle. But I would say if you do get kind of windier conditions, I would still recommend obviously winding that wind out back into its cassette, just because you know, you imagine a big obviously lever, so obviously it's fixed to the motorhome at this point. Any bit of play is obviously going direct into the motorhome, so it's better to be safe than sorry on that front. But on the whole, I think it's a great addition. Nice little touches here and there, and the fact that okay, you can't buy any curtains for it, but it's all about vision anyway. If you wanted curtains, then that's where I think you jump up to the Buddy, which is a lot more, it's better sealed, so you'd actually zip to the side panels, and you can make it bigger and smaller as you want to, as well as curtains and stuff like that. But we've done a separate video of that, of course, so if you want to compare and contrast between the two. But for a quick, easy, and sort of fairly inexpensive solution, I think that's a really great option. So feel free to comment in the box below what you think of it. It's always great to have feedback from you guys as well. And even more information, you can check the link below this video. It will take you through to our website where we've got all the information on sort of pack sizes, overall weight. I think it's a couple of kilograms if that's. Obviously the pricing offers we've got and the difference in price between say the 120 and also the 220. But hopefully that's been helpful for you guys. And hopefully we'll see you again soon in our next Attwoolls Outdoors video review. But for the time being, that's been the Isabella Wind Front in the 120 and 220.